Hello. How are you doing?
So, our landlord came to the door. We've actually requested one specific repair, and he's given us a 6-hour notice to do a ton of repairs that actually are basically inspecting our property, which we've only lived here 5 months. They've already been to the property 7 times. They basically continue to come back with just a need to be on our house. We told him 6 hours was too much. It's actually illegal to occupy our home as a landlord. He said too bad. He wouldn't listen. He got upset because Matt was explaining to him that we're not going to tolerate you coming back over and over. So now, and then he called you guys right away.
And man, we have surveillance video of the last time they were in our house, and they were totally invasive.
So
it was crazy.
They went through cabinets.
You guys do realize this is a civil issue?
Yeah, well, I know.
Unfortunately.
But that's...
And what you have to do, though, is go through small.
I see.
Yes, and we
yes,
know
we're
all
here.
this too.
Okay,
Like,
good. But that's how I just
thank
figured,
you, yeah.
But I just have to put
And
that back
man,
out there.
I like see that car right there, that Ford Mustang.
he's parking it there on purpose. It was already towed away once.
He
He's
parks it
parked
in front of our
there
house.
just to be like, hey, like
Yeah.
in our face.
We.
Since February 1st.
It's been horrible.
It's really been, yeah, we really like to be out of our lease, but we have a 14-year-old
And like when he's
in
calling
school.
when he's calling the police, I'm telling him, I'm like, just
He actually
leave.
lied to you guys. He said that we requested all of these repairs, and we were like, no, we didn't. And actually, there was a company coming to do the repair, but now he's pulled them out
And he's
because
gonna
he's
do
a
the
repairman. And now they're not going to do the repair, and now he's going to come and do this whole 6 hours. Him and his. Actually, I'm not sure who owns the property. His wife. I'm not even sure if they're married. But he's supposedly the property manager. But he did live here prior with his wife.
Now, are you guys, when you said you have 14 dogs, it's summertime now, so school's
Yeah,
out.
so she's home.
That's the other thing is
Is
they
there
have
very-
no respect for the fact that we have a child.
Yeah. And two, like, you know, there were certain hours where she's home
And a parent
alone.
of a daughter, I would be livid, and
Yeah.
I would not be allowing anybody
I know.
with my kid home. I'd be
Right,
sending
yeah.
off to friends.
Well, right.
Oh,
And we
sure.
didn't always
Being
have
a
that
young girl.
opportunity.
Right.
Exactly. Oh, talk about, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he came to drop that off to install it tomorrow.
It's actually not proper notice though, actually. But per California law, and we've been trying to explain these things to him, but they don't care.
And they've only been here since February.
And they've actually been here 7 times.
And when they were here, we have video of them
Doing,
ransacking the house.
like, going through our drawers and cabinets.
And they understand that it is.
Until we didn't call the police. He did. We've been waiting and biting, like, maybe this is all going to go away.
Right.
We live in the house now. Unfortunately, this air conditioning repair came up, and it's turned into...
We knew they were going to use it as an excuse to be here forever again.
As parents, they don't want her home alone if they're gone.
They refuse to respect that.
I mean, it does specifically say by California tenant landlord law that they have to pick a reasonable amount of
Usually
time,
it's-
and 6 hours is
Isn't
not
it-
reasonable.
It's usually a 24-hour time
A
period.
notice.
Unless there's an emergency.
Right,
exactly.
Usually
right.
how that
Mhm.
works.
And so this is like him being here. I mean, we were expecting the air conditioning repair. We weren't expecting a laundry list of all these other things to invade our house for 6 hours.
That's what they do. They make up these things so they could come over and
It
just
says
be
they're
here.
They're gonna make sure the attic stairs weren't moved, as if now we were being suspect for going up in the attic. Great, thanks for making
Why
us
would the
feel.
attic be off
Because
limits?
we're not allowed on that side, but we've never opened it.
But why aren't we allowed up there? we rent the house.
If you rent the home,
Yeah.
why aren't you allowed to?
Yeah, actually,
Exactly.
we are allowed up
And
there,
is that
but
in the-
we've consulted with our attorney, and our lease never states that there's no place in the house that we're not allowed.
That's weird. Because not only that, even though you're renting, and if you want to go up in the attic, because typically you have to go through the attic to check the lines for other stuff, which I guarantee water lines for the AC probably run through there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm not a.
And if they had stuck with the original air conditioning company to do this repair, the situation would have happened. Instead,
And
they
it would have
just-
been done,
They
and-
kind of used it in their favor to try to get in the house and occupy it.
Because he's a repairman.
And last time he came as a repairman, he brought the landlord, and she's the one who actually...
They searched our house.
She
They
took
went
pictures of
through
our
our-
pictures. She took pictures of our walls.
We have everything on video.
She went in our
The
daughter's
2
room
times
several
that they were here,
times.
occupied it for 6 hours. It was
So
unbelievable.
obviously our plan at this point is we're never going to leave the house alone with them in it.
I mean, we fear, like, we don't know what's going to happen every time we come home. If they've been here, if they've driven by, we know they drive by
And we
multiple
know they
times.
left that car there now, so.
So what, as of like right now, I mean, what,
We would like them to come tomorrow during a reasonable amount of time. The air conditioner guy already told us if he had the part, it would take him 45 minutes to fix it. So I'm thinking, well, maybe if you run into a few complications,
2
an hour and a
hours,
half
maybe.
to 2 hours. Pick that 2-hour window that they would have done
No.
and come make that
if
same
you guys
repair.
hire on somebody and you rent, but you have to get that approved through the
Yeah, so no
rent
matter what,
plan,
yeah.
or you have to pay for
Right,
that.
so they have total control
Right,
of
and
us.
apparently this part wasn't expensive. Like it's part of the air conditioner, it's a circuit board, so it had to be ordered whether it was them or them. So, but we had already made an appointment with the air conditioning company for them to come for 2 hours on Wednesday to make the repair. They canceled the appointment, ordered the part themselves, and this turned into this.
Even though the only thing that needs repair is the air conditioning.
So why are they, okay.
Exactly.
We feel like they're inspecting us, and again,
I don't know
everything
why.
we've read means that they're basically
And they don't-
they're making it hard for us to live quietly and peacefully in our home. And we do know our rights for small
Yeah.
claims and where we can go with this. But it's a lot of time and energy. We already spend a lot of
Let me
time and
ask you
energy.
this. Do you want him to come over here while we're here?
Yes, I would
Be
like
able
to.
chat about it?
Yes.
Just he seemed like he would,
Yeah, yeah.
might come
Okay.
over.
Thank you.
And that car is a malicious
I mean, you can't really
move
use
against
this
us.
as a witness if you guys go small claims court.
Oh, no, no.
However, we could, you know,
No.
yeah, that's kind of,
It looks like an inspection list, doesn't it? As if we've lived here like 3 years and they haven't been in the house.
I just don't understand.
I know, they just make
I mean, I
anything up
get-
they can.
What's a water heater got to do with it? And the communication lines, what does that got to do with it?
Oh, well, he wants to hook up Wi-Fi on the
Why?
thermostat so he can watch us online.
And they're not allowed to monitor our, yeah.
See that camera? They
Yeah.
they sprung that on us right after we signed the lease, and I had to cover it up.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you guys, I know, because I was like, oh, there's security cameras. I thought,
Yeah.
well, I'm looking at them like, that looks covered as a
I know.
To you guys, I was like,
It was the 14-year-old daughter issue. We didn't want anybody watching our daughter.
And her window is on the side where it's unbelievable, and they don't care. And they were here. They said they weren't going to fix
as
it.
horrible as this is, I mean, have you guys looked to maybe,
Well, I think again we haven't heard from them for 3 months. This air conditioner thing, we kind of like, oh great,
I
let's
know.
see what this
Summer now,
blows up.
right?
Yeah, and so while we're enrolling her in a school in the district, we don't really want to move. But at this point, we really felt like there's no way we're
she
going
going
to
to
stay.
Carmel or she
Westview is where
She's
the
gonna
zip
start
code
high
goes.
school, yeah.
Because we were down in Kensington before.
Okay.
So, it's more like we don't want to feel unstable because she's got high school ahead of her. But at the same time, we probably realistically, I mean,
Right.
if things come worse, I'm basically going to ask them, let's be mutual and change this to a month to month and get us out of here because it doesn't seem like we're the right tenants.
Even though
Right.
they
For
have
you.
3 months early rent checks at
I
home.
can
Yeah.
show you right now,
Mhm.
from my perspective, that that's, and yet being a cop, I'm a little more, but just from, I mean, it's
A
one
person,
side, but just
right.
from what you guys are telling me. Yeah, I like security cameras,
Mhm.
but what else are you doing, and from trying to put Wi-Fi in the house?
Oh yeah.
Or the camera?
Oh, we're responsible for his Wi-Fi connection for some reason.
So, are we able to come in tomorrow?
Well, here,
What are you gonna fix?
The air conditioner? The
No,
water
just the
heater?
air conditioner. There's nothing wrong with the water heater.
No, there is something.
No, there's not. It works perfectly.
Because actually, in your first appointment, you actually said you were fixing that in your very first appointment that you came.
And then you didn't, and then you worked on the security camera again for some reason.
yeah, when you said you weren't going to.
We saw everything you did in the house, Rob.
That's fine. Then you
So
saw we
need
didn't
to
do
pick.
anything.
Yeah,
We saw
actually did.
everything you did,
Yes.
Rob.
Right. So there was nothing.
We went
there.
into our locked bedroom twice,
You
into
opened
every
our
bedroom.
cabinets,
You looked through our
opened
stuff.
Yes, you took pictures of everything. You took pictures of our family photos. You took pictures of my artwork.
Unreleased
we saw
artwork.
It all. So
We
you were
saw
here.
everything, Rob.
Yeah, it's not funny.
We did
And we've been
what we-
tolerated of
what we
everything.
said we were gonna do.
No, you actually did more than you said you
so
were
you
going to do.
so you said that Deb was going to ransack the house and take pictures of all of our stuff and go into our
And
locked
you were actually
bedrooms.
supposed to come and fix the dishwasher.
We
that
have it
day
all
only.
on video.
Why
We
were
saw
fixing
everything
the,
you did.
The Wi-Fi camera.
What's that?
Why were you fixing the camera that day when you said you weren't going to hook it up?
I was working on the network,
But you said you weren't going to hook it up.
and it's.
Why,
not
but
hooked
why
up.
were you here doing it then?
Why
That's
were
it.
you working on the
never told
network? It
us
never
you were
said
doing
that.
Yeah, your
Yes,
letter
I
never.
did.
No,
No, you
no,
didn't.
You didn't. We'll go get the letter.
Why do you
Okay.
lie?
Continue
So
to lie.
tomorrow,
You can
I
make
would
the
like
AC
to come in
repair.
and fix the AC, fix the water heater.
No.
Fix the thermostat.
No, there's nothing wrong with the
this
thermostat.
You're not going to monitor.
The only
our
thing you want to
electric
do is
It's-
hook up Wi-Fi so you can monitor us
and see
remotely.
how cold or warm we're keeping the house.
I have a quick question on that.
Sure.
Just since we're here. Who you guys pay for your water?
No,
They pay
for
utilities.
We pay for the electricity,
Yeah.
we pay for the water, we pay for all utilities.
it. But it's all included in
we
our
pay
rent.
for the maintenance on the house. We pay for
Which is typical for landlords to pay for most of those things. We've never paid for water.
lawn care, we pay for.
We've never paid for
So
water.
what?
The
Pest control.
the reason I look into that is depending on, we know, okay, so I'm just trying to clarify.
Sure.
So the Wi-Fi part of it, you're trying to hook up Wi-Fi, because I know,
When they moved into the house had Wi-Fi.
okay.
They agreed to the Wi-Fi in the house.
No, we didn't.
When they moved into the
There's
house,
nothing in the lease
Now,
about
when
it.
you say, now, in regards to the Wi-Fi,
Sure.
how is that done? Is that through your, like, the cable?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is that linked to cameras within the home?
No.
Or just to monitoring? Because I know nowadays you can go online, you can monitor your gas online, you
Correct.
can monitor solar online, you can
Correct.
monitor almost all that stuff online.
And that's the reason.
He wants to monitor our thermostat.
Now, whatever else happens, obviously, I know you both know it's all civil. And
Correct.
I know I've talked, but I just throw that out in front of both parties. Okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes having you both talk like this, you know, I want you guys to voice your opinions, yes.
Mhm.
Especially since we are here, okay? As long as you guys keep your distance while you're doing it. But here's the thing is, yeah, they have a right to their privacy because they're correct. You have
Absolutely.
things to fix. However, it's got to be a minimum of 24-hour notice, let alone
Which we
depending
just
on
gave.
what they are needing fixed or the other, because I'm trying to figure out what the water heating and the other stuff has to do with the AC, if they're asking for the AC to be fixed. But again, whatever's gone on before I got here is what that was. But based on this, and if they don't have all day, I mean, they work, they don't have all day to do it, and unless it's an emergency,
We have a daughter.
you don't have to be in the home to fix it unless there's some kind of emergency with it. However, if you guys can figure out an agreement to be able to, for them to be here while you're working on the AC, that would be reasonable.
That's fine. Can they be here tomorrow?
So, right, I mean.
For the AC, yeah,
Yeah.
it takes 45 minutes.
Right. So maybe like a 2-hour window.
The air conditioning company gives a 2-hour window.
We don't live in town. We're only here for a short period of time.
Right, and so they use their time here to harass us.
So,
But that's where, like I said, I mean,
Then you hire a
that
property
would be
management company.
you know, however you guys want to work it out, but that's something that really, that's a lot of different stuff to hit at one time.
that's the only time we have, unfortunately.
But
if
it's
you're
actually
only
all
coming in and
unnecessary.
trying to fix it, but if they don't have time for this all to be done right now, you make a schedule.
And it's actually inspection things. And
Do you want to go in our locked
illegal.
bedroom again, Rob?
It's illegal to continue to inspect your tenant over and over. And you should probably look into that right away. And that is the fact.
So,
And actually, at this point, if we had never contacted you about the AC, you wouldn't be here this week. And you would not have taken this opportunity to invade our home. So I suggest one of two things. We agree to a 2-hour window, or you send Guthrie and Sons on Wednesday like they were already planned from 11 to 1 o'clock, or you come tomorrow from 10 to 12 o'clock.
You
And then
agree
we
to
get
pay
the
for
repair.
Guthrie and Sons?
No, you are. Well, it's your house. You're the landlord. See, you want all these rights, but you want to laugh at me.
See the
where
problem?
like if you aren't no, no, but see, I get where if there's one of two things. If that guy is at a reasonable price, why not go for it? Especially to keep you from driving in and out of town. But I'm just throwing
Why
this
not?
out there.
We live in North Carolina.
So then, why wouldn't you allow that person that if they're a reasonable business, right, and they have receipts to show, and then reimburse things like that? I'm just saying from an outside.
It's because he wants to come in and inspect
viewing,
us.
You see. So why would you fly out here not knowing if you can or can't just come in here?
And if it were up to you, you wouldn't even be looking at the repair
Not
to
if they didn't
tomorrow,
agree to
and
it.
then you'd be back in 2 weeks
24-hour
again.
notice, right? That's a law.
I
Actually,
don't
you have to
know.
mail it
Yeah.
as well.
No,
you
I
know,
have to
yeah.
And
drop
they're
it
not
off.
even signed though.
It's nothing.
But
See,
anyways,
I mean,
Anyway.
It's civil, but what I'm here doing right now is trying to keep the peace to come up to some agreement. So
I agree.
You guys can figure something out.
Well, at least you've gotten him
Then
not
he
to be
more-
belligerent. That's very
oh yeah, I'm so belligerent.
I guess I was belligerent
nitpicking
too,
is not
Rob.
gonna get us anywhere.
So-
Right, we're both
2 hours
belligerent.
tomorrow is okay for you?
Yes.
To fix
From
the air
10
conditioner.
o'clock to 12.
Yes.
And I will be working on the water heater as well. Is that okay?
No.
Well,
It's not
I'm
broken.
sorry. Then I'm going to shut off the water heater. You have
You're
to-
not-
That's totally
do that.
illegal. You
That's-
can't do that.
Oh my God.
It's
You are so
It's
funny.
illegal.
jury rigged right now with a transformer to the
Well, then
wall.
why didn't you fix it the first time that you said you were going to in February?
The 6-hour
Rob?
window
Actually,
then.
remember
I
specifically
didn't
the
have
first.
the part.
Actually, then that's what you lied to us then, because you told us you had the part, and that's why you didn't repair it before you moved out.
All right, so here's the deal. If it's gonna keep getting issues, and if it's, as you call it, jerry-rigged or whatever you just call it, referred to it as,
So it's
then
unsafe?
it was unsafe for them to be around it in the first place.
Exactly.
So again, I see this, again, it's all civil, but I'm just looking at this from a third-party view.
Sure.
And as been a renter for myself for a lot of years,
Mhm.
I've done where I've rented in a big apartment building down to a small condo that was home-owned but then ran through a certain company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yeah, I made appointments, scheduled, they came out, they had to fix my fridge or other things that went wrong.
Sure.
Okay, however, there was a reasonable, you know, how it worked out, and things were in a safe manner. If it wasn't safe for them to be around in the first place, then
Can I add,
you can get in trouble
we
for
own a
that.
home
But
out of state
again,
that
it
we
is all
rent.
through civil stuff, but I'm just throwing that out there. So,
We have a tenant.
You don't
We've
get
rented
to-
a home for 4
hang
years
on.
out of state.
so you don't get to just try to turn off the things because now all of a sudden it's unsafe. It doesn't work that way.
It won't.
They actually could probably go back. I'm just throwing this out there from a third party view. Okay, not even from the police view, third party view. That if they wanted to hire somebody to come fix it because that wasn't fixed right in the first place, I guarantee maybe that they might possibly win that in court. You know, if that came down to it. But again, why should we go through and pick all this stuff and then try to be childish? Going, well, I'm going to turn this off now because it's not safe and it should have been fixed in the first place. So why?
You threatened to
And
shut
I'm
off our
saying-
water.
Hang on, and I'm saying this to both parties. Let's not, again,
Mhm.
nitpick at the little things. If certain things need to get done, they should
They
be done
do.
in a proper Again, though, you just made the statement yourself. You said
Needs to
it's
be done.
unsafe because you were, well, it shouldn't have been that way in the
We've
first
been
place.
here since
Now,
February 1st.
For you to come in and say all of a sudden, well, I'm fixing this now because it's unsafe. You see how I'm looking at it, though? From
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
outside?
see how you're looking at it.
See how it can be perceived
So,
that way?
so the air conditioning needs to be repaired. The water heater needs to be corrected, not necessarily repaired. The
But you can't go threatening
thermostat
to
is
turn
not
stuff
working
off on
properly.
them.
I'm not. So
You just
the
did.
thermostat
So again,
is not working properly. These are things that are not functioning the way they're designed.
The thermostat's working fine.
You just want to be
So-
able to see if we're keeping the house 77 or 67, and it's illegal to monitor
and
your
it shouldn't matter
tenants.
what they have it at.
Yeah.
If it's not put in writing before they even rent it here in the first place.
Exactly. So we're not comfortable with the Wi-Fi and the
that's something
thermostat. We're not going to be
you're gonna have
monitored.
to take care of it, and I don't know how you guys do that in that little world of landlord-tenant with certain things, and if you want to, you know, if it was agreed upon
So
in that.
should I have them sign a statement that the water heater is their responsibility? Since they
No.
don't belong to her?
No.
No, that's not, no. You can't go and like start changing things. But what I'm getting at is looking at this from the outside view.
Mm-hmm.
If it needs to be fixed, why wasn't it fixed a long time ago?
It was
They've
fixed.
been there.
I fixed it so it would operate.
But you
So
told me
we're
you had a
operate, but now
part.
you said it was unsafe. But anyways,
Mhm.
I'm just getting, okay, so they need this stuff fixed.
Right.
And if it's, but you can't just fly in all of a sudden and go, bam, I'm here, we're doing all this laundry list of it.
Okay. So you'd like me to postpone it for how long?
I'm not telling you to postpone anything.
Okay, so
I'm
I
here
can
to
come
try
in
to figure
tomorrow
this out to keep
to
peace.
work on the
However,
air conditioner. You're okay with that, right?
Yes.
And can I fix the water heater as well?
If we can get this as the final water heater fixed, then
Yeah,
that sounds
okay,
good to
great.
me.
And
Will
can I
that?
get-
How long will that take? Do you think?
Well,
Right.
again,
I mean, I'm just
I'm a
asking.
handyman. I do this for a living.
I know.
It may take me 20 minutes. It may take me an hour and a half. It just depends what needs to be done.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
So if you can give me, instead of a 2-hour, how about a 3-hour window
Okay.
to do that?
All right.
I'm more than happy to have you here while I'm doing it. That's not a problem. Okay?
Yes.
All right, great.
All right.
Okay,
So
is
I'll
Deb
be
going to search the
tomorrow at
house
10.
this time?
What's that?
Is Deb going to search the house in every room
Actually,
and
I
lock
think
doors?
just Rob's coming tomorrow.
It's just you, right?
there's
Just
no
you,
reason
Rob.
that they need to be anywhere else other than at the water heater, at the AC site.
Right.
What do you
Mhm.
need to do up in the attic? Because that was on that list.
Exactly. It's
And
our
the
attic.
network stuff is-
It's our attic, actually. We rent it.
The network lines run through the
See?
attic.
It's all about
The
this network.
isn't working for the thermostat. The thermostat.
It's because I disabled the Wi-Fi on the
On the
thermostat so you
thermostat.
couldn't watch us, you dummy.
It's part of the thermostat. It's the way the thermostat functions.
No, it isn't. It functions fine without it. It's for you to monitor us. You can sit in North Carolina and log in and see how is Holly and Matt keeping the house at 80 degrees or
Wi-Fi,
67.
Yeah, that's just for monitoring.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually to control, like, if you
But
lived
that's the
here.
way-
You could remotely control it,
It
too.
doesn't work that way though, and you can remotely control it. You could
See what
say
I'm saying?
it can't get any
Yes,
lower
I'm-
than
I'm-
70
I'm hearing
degrees.
Both parts of it. The Wi-Fi should has absolutely to do with the thermostat running.
It doesn't.
Unless you can go on there and be able to shut it off on them because they're you know.
That's our fear. He's
Exactly.
already threatened to shut off
Have
the
I
water.
ever controlled
No,
your
but-
thermostat?
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what you're doing.
We couldn't believe there was a Wi-Fi symbol on it when we saw it.
Couldn't believe you
We
put a
thought-
camera up there
and
on
we
our
looked on
daughter's
radio.
bedroom.
Because
Yeah.
that's how commercial buildings are ran nowadays. One person gets control of it,
Right.
and it can be from this place, and they can go, well, we don't care that it's 80 up there and it's only 60 here, but we're going to put you up to 78 degrees and make you roast your butt off up there
Mhm.
because that one person has control of it.
Mhm.
That's where the Wi-Fi comes into play. Yeah,
When we
you're
first told him
warmer
about the
and
air
you can actually
conditioning-
go on a show. It's just like with that's why electric companies, for example, can go in if you agree in writing with that company and shut your power off on certain days to get a better discount. I get that's how all that Wi-Fi stuff. That's where.
All
that
right, so
link
I'll see you at 10
comes
o'clock
into
tomorrow,
play.
and we'll work on the water heater and the AC.
Yeah, and you can't park your car there either, Rob. Move it.
Pardon me?
Move your car.
Well, it's a city street.
And
I
that
can
has
park
to-
it there.
that has
Actually,
He leaves
actually,
it there for weeks.
And actually, after 3 days, it's illegal. It's already been towed
that's
once.
where
Yes, it's 72 hours.
I know.
yeah, it has to get moved more than 10 feet.
Right. 72 hours.
Yeah. So on Monday at like 5 o'clock, 72 hours, it's back.
Okay.
After it was there for 3 weeks.
But
Mm-hmm.
Why would you
that's
bring it back here?
take away from their-
Yeah.
Why,
I know,
Rob?
it's
What are you
not
doing?
home. It's like you're.
What are you doing, Rob? Just take it away.
You had it somewhere else for 3 months.
It's
You
been-
had- in that, if that
it was here for
when
3
we came
weeks.
to rent the house, we never would have rented it if your piece of shit car was sitting in front. So you hid it the whole time you were showing the house. Then we live in the house 5 days. You park it in front of the mailbox.
It's just another one of your
I know.
lies. You just lie, lie,
That'll
lie.
fall on him later. It's an inconvenience for you guys.
I know.
That'll be him to have to deal with that later.
I
because
know.
it's city street.
You're such a liar, Rob. Why do you
All
lie?
right. So hopefully we don't get calls tomorrow,
Yeah.
and you're allowing him in during that time frame.
10 o'clock
Yeah.
to 1 o'clock, right?
And our daughter will be home during those hours.
Do you understand what that means, Rob? Do you understand that we have a daughter?
Actually, I'm done.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. I'm just kind of over it. We'll see him tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Appreciate everything you said. So.
Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck, guys, to both of you guys.